Page 5, Preface. I just lit a stick of incense with the name of Ruri before getting to my table writing this preface. Ruri is a color which reminds the planets of water, the earth, and the deep sea. Clear scent with freshness that evokes the beautiful calm sea. Funny enough, I'm also facing a calm, settled inland sea right now. From my desk, I can see a blue sea with some mountains and factories in the background. But if I look further to the left, from my table and window, I can also see the famous Seto Ohashi Bridge connecting Okayama and Kagawa Prefecture with a length of 9.4 kilometers. But I digress here. Summer is in its full swing with extremely high levels of humidity, but fortunately, there are still occasional breezes traveling between the mountain behind my house and the sea in front, which make the riding experience with only fan, haha, in the room on the second floor much more bearable. The smell from the incense really made me feel calm, just like the sea in front of me. Interestingly, I would never describe my feeling like this 20 months ago when out of nowhere, straight from the sky, out of the blue, I was laid off. There was no warning, no heads up, no preparation whatsoever. It was almost like someone pushing you out from the sky with a parachute on, but they didn't tell you that you had one. You just had to manage and somehow found that parachute and figure everything out on your own. You just needed to make it happen. The sound of the insect, only in summer and only in Japan, distracted me a little bit. I took a pause and just allowed myself to gaze at the blue sea. What a great feeling. I think I found my parachute. I am still alive 20 months after being let go from my favorite job. Why am I so determined to write this book? What's in it for me? Simple answer, really. 3 reasons. First, I want to celebrate my healing journey and my resilience with a sudden and unexpected layoff. Second, I hope to share my journey with others who are on the same boat to let people know that they're not alone and we got this. Third, I want to scale my impact. I make a big assumption here about my impact on coaching others. I've been coaching quite a number of folks who got laid off, just like me, and there are only so many hours I can do that in a day. So this book will help me reach out to many more people and help them one way or the other in their own healing journey. This book is personal. That's my promise and also intention when working on this version. The previous versions, while personal, was quite preachy and cliche than anything else. I even cringed myself after honestly reading the first and the second draft again and again. Together with the honest and very meaningful feedback from the editor, here I am, writing this third draft with the main goal to bear it all, to be as personal as I can because it's my story and my experiences. I won't try to be the spokesperson for the layoff community because I can't anyway. What I can do though is use my story and experiences and own the lesson I have been learning to relate with others and hopefully to inspire others to follow their path to create their own path in this new exciting chapter of their lives. And for those who have been fortunate enough not to be impacted by the layoffs, I hope what I share in this book will help you relate to the challenging layoff journey that your loved ones and friends had to go through and how you can show up wholeheartedly for them. I realize I haven't properly introduced myself to create some credibility for my book. First thing first, I was proudly chosen in the very first batch of meta layoffs in November 2022, together with another 10,999 folks. Well, since it's been 2 years now, I added the word proudly. But I don't think that was how I felt when I received the email from HR asking for a meeting with me to let me know that my role was impacted. I was shocked, to say the least, especially after working for almost 5 years with very convincing and impactful performance records. I was the regional sales enablement and learning partner at that time, and I absolutely loved my job because I found my calling and also saw how my work made an impact in people's lives and also to the company's growth. But that wasn't enough, apparently. I still got laid off. Not a typical introduction, hey? Layoff is not typical either. So are you ready to jump right in? I'm a bit nervous and scared, to be honest, as I now had to do some time traveling to revisit what happened on the 10th November 2022, the day that I would never forget. I guess this time, the journey will be less intimidating because I have you all joined me. Let's go. Ikimasho, summer, July 2024.